Mic check. Happy Saturday. Make sure y'all can hear me good as we get ready. What's going on, y'all? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. This is our first live stream Saturday of Black History Month. So, we got to make it a good one. We got a good show today because we're dealing with some shine bones, some turncoats, some bootlickers, some belly crawlers, some knee livers. People out here trying to tell us that Black History Month should be done away with. They're trying to tell us that Black History Month is not needed. It's insignificant. They're trying to tell us that Black History Month is divisive. They're trying to tell us that Black History Month is something that keeps racism alive in America. How about that, right? Black people celebrating their history is keeping racism alive in America. That's the sentiment of I'm not gonna say a lot of people, but enough people. Enough people with a microphone. Enough people with a platform. Enough people with a voice. Enough people who are silly enough to open their mouths in public and try to talk down on Black history as if actual Black history did something to them. Because the issue isn't with Black history. It's with their own inefficiencies that they have within themselves. What's going on, Renee? How you doing? We're dealing with these turncoats today, Renee. These people out here tripping. And one of the sad parts is that these are Black people that we're dealing with. These are Black people that we're talking about. And there's a lot of stuff that's going on because overall, I see that there are also, in addition to Black people who choose to live on their knees, who are out here trying to, get points with the white man by railing against Black history. I see that's going on, but I also see that within those diaspora wars and things going on, you have some people of the diaspora, because we know it's not all. You have some people of the diaspora, some of those crazy young ones who trying to say that Black American, like our Black History Month, is not just our Black History Month. It wasn't created for us. And it's like, well, here we go again. Here we go again. Look, I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say, what anybody try to tell us or anything else. We're going to celebrate ourselves. And if you don't like it, it really ain't nothing you can do about it. We're going to celebrate ourselves. We're going to recognize our history. Whether it's January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, whatever month we want. Hell, we'll make up a month if we want to, but we're going to celebrate our history. Because nobody's going to tell us that we're the only group of people in the world who should not celebrate ourselves, who should not know our history. That's the whole reason that Black History Month exists. That's the whole reason why Negro History Week was created in 1926 by Dr. Carter G. Woodson. It's because our history was not being taught. Our history was relegated to the back burners. Our history was just non-existent. They told us we didn't have a history. They whitewashed our accomplishments. They even went as far as saying aliens did the things that our ancestors did. And then here in the Americas, of course, they put a white face on as much as they could. And then they told us we didn't do anything. And then once we started digging ourselves, the deeper we dug, the blacker it got. The deeper we dug, the more we saw people with our faces who were behind the creation and the implementation of these things. Because if our history was so insignificant, why go to these lengths to try to make sure that we don't celebrate ourselves? And then in these videos that we're looking at today, we're going to be dealing with assimilationists. people who decide to assimilate to the system of white supremacy, and because their assimilation probably isn't going the way that they feel it should go, or they can't recruit as many other black folk to assimilate with them, that now they got a problem with Black History and Black History Month. We're also dealing with a young man who he's biracial, and to him, from his perception, he don't fit into Black history from his perception, but we're gonna deal with that. Then we're dealing with old sellout, knee living, belly crawling Officer Tatum, who's giving his take on why Black history shouldn't exist. And then our last video is two black people who are stout Republicans, stout conservatives, who are the result of what happens when you are ignorant of your history, who are the result of what happens when you are miseducated, who are the result of what happens when you are begging for the white man's attention. Because you will hear by the way that they are talking that they really believe that they are a part of what these white folk built for themselves. Not what black folk built for America, but what these white folk built for themselves. Like, it's important for all groups of people to understand who they are, where they come from, and what they've done. But it's even more important for us because we have a unique history, and we should know what our unique history is and our place in this world, in this nation, and in history. We should know that. And I'd be damned if anybody gonna sit here and tell us what we should and shouldn't do with our own history. He said, I wonder what the black Republicans are feeling about Trump. Man, they making excuses for him. I saw a video earlier. Tommy Sotomayor was making excuses for Trump. He living on his knees. What's going on, Nemesis? Damn it, if you're gonna keep showing me the sellout class, you better buy me a doggy bag. Hey man, look, I got something for you, man. I got a gift for you. I got some good stuff for you. I got you. Hey man, but you know, it's Black History Month, and I'm scrolling and I see videos of black people who are adamant about why we shouldn't be celebrating us. All right, whatever. Yeah, Renee, Tommy Sotomayor, you know, he stayed living on his belly. You know he do. But before we get deep up in this thing, because you know we're gonna get deep up in this Saturday, man. We got time on this Saturday, right? I do want to give a big shout out to Cheryl Tate and a big shout out to Me Kim. Thank you all for y'all support of this channel, for y'all continued support of this channel. I truly appreciate all of the support that you give. I want to give a shout out to all the channel members. Thank you to everybody who supports this channel, all the channel members, all of my subscribers. Thank you. If you have not subscribed, you're missing out. You might want to do that. You might want to go ahead and hit that subscribe button because we be learning over here, right? And so just thank you to everybody who supports this channel, the growth of this channel. We've had tremendous growth over the past couple months. I think we've had growth of about 1,000 subscribers a month. And so thank you. And that's despite the shadow banning. I stay shadow banned by YouTube because we stay over here teaching, talking about topics like this, you know. I don't be belly crawling, so they be shadow banning me. But I appreciate everybody who continue to support this channel throughout all of the shadow banning. So give a round of applause for all y'all. That was a short applause. It's supposed to be longer than that. Let's try it again. There we go. So, like I said, I got 4 videos that we're getting into today. So, let me go ahead and run my commercial real quick, and then we're gonna get deep up in this because, man, these bootlickers are in the house, and it's Black History Month, and it's sad because people really want white people to love them. So check this. So check out my commercial real quick. So I told y'all I was gonna get my merch shop up and running. So I've got it. So I want to show y'all my merch shop. So this is it. So I got some hats. So I got my own Shoulders of Giants hats available for order. I have shirts. This is supposed to be like a canvas, some kind of shirt, jersey shirt. I don't know why they got that design, but it's a jersey shirt. Somebody wanted. Got hoodies, regular shirts, heavy, what they call it, the heavy tee, tees for men's, unisex tees for women, everything. I got a mug. I gotta get this mug too. But this is the merch that I have available. See, I got my mug, I have my hats, and I have my apparel available. And all of that is, the links and stuff are below and connected to the video. So I got my merch shop up and running, been working on that for a minute in the background to get my merch shop up and running. So I got it up and running. So if you want to support the channel, get you some merch, it's all available. Links below and links attached to the video. Yeah. So different ways to support what we got going on over here. You see the books in the back. So just putting in work, trying to make sure I contribute to the cause, to the advancement of us, to the empowerment of us. But man, let's go ahead and get into these crazy ass people who think that they're emotional pleasing. And I will say this. A lot of these people's arguments are very emotional. And I'm gonna start you off this first video, trigger warning. Telling you not, trigger warning. So he said, let's see them books. Hold on. You want to see these books? Hold on. It's volume 1, North America, volume 2, Central America, volume 3 and volume 4, South America and the Caribbean. Hold on. Make sure my mic's straight. Oh, no problem, my brother. All right, just make sure my cords, my mic and stuff straight before we go further. All right. Let's do this. So like I said, this first brother, what's the name of this? What's the name of this YouTube channel? Andre Williams. There's a brother named Andre Williams. The title of his video is The Real Problem with Black History Month. And this came out 2 days ago. So we go check out Andre, see what he got going on. Y'all please hit that like button as well. Please hit that like button. Thank you. We got 65 people in the building. I appreciate all of you. Please hit that like button.
Fuck Black History Month. There's nothing of value that comes from Black History Month. Most of you niggas don't even know your history. Most of you niggas don't even know your father is. Black History Month is a month about shaming white people and making black people feel like fucking victims. What it does is reinforce the black victim mentality among black people. Nothing positive comes from Black History Month. It's a month of grandstanding and virtue signaling from white liberals and dumb blacks. That's it. When we look at the academic performance of most black children coming out of black schools, they learn nothing as is. But the one thing that they're taught extensively is that they are a victim, everything bad happened to them, nobody likes black people, and that's it. There's no motivation, there's nothing inspirational. It's a bunch of miserable fucking garbage that gives black people an excuse to cry, bitch, and moan, and beg for white people's attention. Do you remember when we got our ass beat 100 years ago? Nigga, who cares? Who the fuck wants to live that existence of constantly being reminded how you're at the bottom? There are 3 reasons for why Black History Month exists. 1, it's to humiliate white people. It's to make white people feel bad about their accomplishments, about their identity, about who they are. That's all it's for. It's not about inspiring or motivating anyone. It's about humiliation. White people are told that they are the bad guys, that they're the evil people that have done so many evil things to everyone around the world. And all it does is make white men and white women have low self-esteem. White men get low self-esteem and white women get this incredibly annoying ass white guilt. And all that does is build white suicidal empathy. The second is it makes black people feel like they're less valuable. All you do is walk with a chip on your shoulder. I'm owed this, I'm entitled to that, we built this, we did that. And nigga, you go back to your fucking Section 8 housing in your crime-ridden community with your liquor stores on every corner and, you know, your fucking, I don't know, they got weed shops now here up in the north. So, you know, you really don't have anything at all. It's a month to keep black people in this bubble, this mindset that everything has been against you. Everything and everyone hates you. And you can do nothing because you're black. And you should always remind yourself that you cannot go anywhere because you're black. That's a miserable fucking existence for black people. It's a fucking shameful existence. All this struggle, all this heartache, you would think that they would push the more positive stories, the more positive tales. And they do in some cases. But in the majority of cases, it's crying about slavery, crying about Jim Crow. Oh, the KKK came and lynched your grandfather. Shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. Do something productive rather than crying about the past events that you have no connection to and can do nothing about. The final is very sinister. It's extremely evil. It's keeping blacks and whites at each other's necks, hating each other. If you teach black people that white people are the enemy and have done all these horrible things, and you tell white people to have no pride, have no purpose, have no identity and respect for themselves, then guess what? These people can never be empowered and go forward. We live in the most powerful country in the world. We live in the most advanced nation in the entire world, economically, socially, politically. And we have a people that have been told that they should hate each other, that they should continuously remind each other that they are enemies. Black History Month is for the political elite, black and white, to profit off of black pain and to make whites weaker. That's it. To make people more consumers, to make people more docile, and never have them actually taking power into their own hands and carrying themselves forward properly, carrying themselves in a respectable manner. Black History Month is about suppression of everybody, not just black people, not just white people, but Americans as a whole. We should abolish Black History Month, get rid of it, and establish a month where we as Americans champion our excellence, our unity, not our diversity, which is a cancer, but our collective unity and the common purpose and the common ideals and the common focus that we have in securing this nation and progressing it as far as we can. That's what matters at the end of the day. Maintaining this civilizational state, these United States, that's what matters. Not this crying about fucking somebody got their ass whooped in Selma. And look what you niggas are doing today. You're tearing up Walmart all in the name of doing what? Social justice? Abolish Black History Month. And do
so. Nah, this ain't AI. This is a real YouTube channel. This is a real YouTube. So we're gonna take this down and break this brother down. But once again, I let me make it like this. But I told you that a lot of this will be emotional pleas against Black History Month. And the basis of his argument is Black History Month makes white people feel bad. Black History Month makes white people weak. Black History Month might empower black people, and then black people may actually become, a real challenge to white people. Because that's what it sounds like. It's like, whoa, don't teach black people about black history. And then the way he frames it and the way he starts it, it's an emotional plea by some dude who want white people to love him, and it's no logic in it. It's no logic in it. Y'all going in on this, brother. I bet he's not FBA. OGSJ7 says they are right. He does say they a lot as if he's wouldn't be classified as one of us, right? Yeah, he's wilding, man. Yeah, he but you see, that's why I did the thumbnail the way I did it, because he got him and these others, they have their cape on for white people. They have their cape on for white supremacists. But we're gonna take this and we're gonna break this down. We're gonna break down what the brother is saying and put some logic to what he's saying. So, and because check out how he starts out. He starts out F Black history. So check it.
Fuck Black History Month. There's nothing of value that comes from Black History Month.
There's nothing of value that comes from Black History Month. For who? For black people or white people? Was Black History Month created to be valuable for everybody or specifically for black people? And, part of his argument is we only learn about the atrocities. We only learn about the bad stuff. Well, no, I think part of your argument is against the very system that you cooning for. Because the very system that you cooning for the most part, is behind the teaching, quote unquote, teaching of Black history. Because remember, 1926 Negro History Week, created by Dr. Carter G. Woodson, because we were not learning our history. And then 1976, it became a national holiday. So that's when it was, like co-opted by the white folk. And I'm sure he was born after 1976, right? So if you're around my time, then I know most of the Black history you learned was not from our people. It was the structural stuff through the education system. So did we learn authentic Black history growing up? No. So a part of the system that he's defending, that he putting his pants down for, that's where his anger is coming from. Because if it don't help nobody, who's been teaching all the Black history? I'm just saying. But let's keep going.
Most of you niggas don't even know your history. Most of you niggas don't even know your father is. Black History Month is a month about shaming white people and making Black people feel like fucking victims.
See, when he thought most of y'all don't know who your father is, you don't know your history, you don't know who your father is. And it's about shaming white people and being victims. So they're gonna throw that out, throw that shot. You don't know who your father is. So I know you don't know who your father is. So I know you don't know who your history is, because it's not like you Negroes are interested in learning that. And then you make white people feel bad. But listen.
That's it. All it does is reinforce the Black victim mentality among Black people. Nothing positive comes from Black History Month. It's a month of grandstanding and signaling from white liberals and dumb Blacks. That's it. When we look at the academic performance of most children coming out of Black schools, we learn nothing but the one thing that they're taught is that they're them, everything bad happened to them, nobody likes Black people, and that's it. There's no motivation, there's nothing inspirational. It's a bunch of miserable fucking garbage that gives Black people the excuse to cry, bitch, and moan, and beg for white people's attention.
You hear him. So his view of how Black history is taught from a victim mentality. It's nothing fruitful about it, because, telling the truth about what white people actually did to Black people, it makes Black people a victim, and it makes white people feel bad. It makes white people look like devils. Telling the truth. What's going on, Luke, man? Troll God, what's going on? Yeah, Tiger Woods, nerdy broke cousin. Yep. That's remember, the basis of his argument is white people's feelings. How white people come out looking in this. Well, they shouldn't have done what they did. But no matter what he's saying, we're still gonna celebrate our history. We're still gonna do it February, January, February, whatever month we want to. But let's let him continue.
You remember when we got our ass beat 100 years ago? Nigga, who cares? Who the fuck wants to live that existence? So constantly be reminded how you're at the bottom.
See? You see? That's how he views himself. He's projecting that's how he views himself. That's how he views white people. That's how he views Black people. He has an inferiority complex. Another miseducated Negro. You're right, he is ashamed to be Black. Because my thing is, if we don't like our position, then we should do something about it. And in doing something about it means changing the way we exist as a collective, which means we might want to learn our history. We might want to embrace our history. Now, he may not see himself within there, but that's his problem. But that's not Black history's problem. Because remember, a lot of the themes that we're going to be dealing with is grown people who have an emotional problem with Black history and Black History Month. And neither Black History nor Black History Month have done anything to them. But their thing is, well, since I have this inferiority complex and I know how he sees Black history, he know how he sees himself in relation to white people. He understands that, so he don't like the history. And if you continue to only learn what you call the victimized stuff or the bad stuff or the stuff that make us see on bottom, maybe you want to go to something. It's a building, they have buildings called libraries and they have books in them. And they got history books that you can go read. And then there are authors who are Black authors and there are all types of different stories that you can read about Black history. Many different type of stories that you can read about Black history, good, bad, and ugly, told by Black people. So there's no excuse for what he's saying. So yeah.
It's to make white people feel bad about their accomplishments, about their identity, about who they are. That's all it's for. It's not about inspiring or motivating anyone. It's about humiliation. White people are told that they are the bad guys, that they're the evil people who have done so many evil things to everyone around the world. And all it does is make white men and white women have low self-esteem. White men get low self-esteem and white women get this incredibly annoying ass white guilt. And
so what's wrong with white people that they would get low self-esteem from Black people celebrating themselves? What's wrong with white people and what the hell is wrong with you? That's what I want to know. What's wrong with you and white people? What have they done so bad that it would make them feel bad about the group that they oppressed, celebrating themselves and learning about themselves? What have they done? Because all we got to do is just continue to ask questions. Just ask questions on this. What's wrong with the history? What did the people do that if I go learn my history, if I celebrate myself, if I have, so basically you're saying Black people and white people can't have high self-esteem at the same time. One of us have to have low self-esteem. There has to be a hierarchy. And if white people are learning about their history and if white people are comfortable about who they are, loving who they are, then Black people have to be on the bottom. But if it's the opposite, then if one exists, then the other has to exist. So if Black people therefore go to learn about ourselves, then white people will feel bad for themselves. Because he's saying Black history gives white people low self-esteem. That's crazy. So they are insecure people. So do white people have an inferiority complex as well? Probably so, huh? But all right, bro.
all that does is build white suicidal empathy. The second is it makes Black people feel like they're less valuable. All you do is walk with a chip on your shoulder. I'm owed this, I'm entitled to that, we built this, we did that, and nigga, you go back to your fucking Section 8 housing in your crime-ridden community with your liquor stores on every corner and, you're fucking, I don't know, they got weed shops now here up in the north. So, you really don't have anything at all. It's a...
Yeah, because, all Black people live like that. Even him and his mama and his daddy. All Black people live like that, right? Because our history just makes us feel so bad. I don't know what history he been reading, but I know the history that we've been given on this channel. Me studying Black history has made me love myself a lot. It made me love Black people a lot. It made me understand that I can excel and achieve in the face of any adversity. Because if you really study Black history, and we know he hasn't, and we know he's regurgitating racist right-wing talking points, nothing that he's thought about, nothing original coming out of his mouth. Because if you're gonna notice, when we get to the Officer Tatum video, some of the same sentiment, because he put his cape on for white folk. So, when we learn our history, we got to learn the sob stories. We got to learn the bad stories, because Black history is only slavery. Remember that. Black history is only slavery. Black history is only black people being beat down and oppressed and all this. The only thing we learn in black history. But going back to, remember 1976, it became a national holiday, federal holiday, Black History Month. And then we're talking about the school systems, who've been in control of the school system, who's been teaching the history, who's been in control of outside of the black people who actually took the initiative to learn our own history. There's a lot of us who took the initiative to learn our own history. But outside of that, his beef is really, once again, his beef is with the same people that he defended. So yeah, you're right. Stereotyping is part of the oppressor's narrative. Because our history has to be horrible history.
To keep black people in this bubble, this mindset that everything has been against you, everything and everyone hates you, and you can do nothing because you're black, and you should always remind yourself that you cannot go anywhere because you're black. That's a miserable fucking existence for black people. It's a fucking shameful existence. All this struggle, heartache. You would think that they would push the more positive stories, the more positive tales, and they do in some cases. But in the majority of cases, it's crying about slavery, crying about Jim Crow. Oh, the KKK came and lynched your grandfather. Shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. Do something productive, right?
So you saying we should tell the history, but leave out the parts that make white people look bad in the history. Leave out the parts of the stuff that white people actually did negative to black people. Leave those parts out. Once again, because it gives white people low self-esteem. It make white people feel bad. It made him feel bad about white people feeling bad because, you know, his feelings matter. He's on his soapbox about this. What's going on, Dion? He's on his soapbox. Dion, we looking at this simp. He's simping for white people. He's living on his knees for white people. He's on a campaign to say black history needs to be abolished because it gives white people low self-esteem. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's wild out here, man. It's wild out here in these streets. And he might not be FBA. He might not be fully black, whatever, but you know, them white folk not gonna let him in. I tell you that. Them white folk not going to accept him. They gonna say, good boy, and throw him a bone, pat him on his head, make sure he got his little doggy bowl and his water dish to drink out of. But that's about it.
And then crying about the past events that you have no connection to and can do nothing about. The final is very sinister. It's extremely evil. It's keeping blacks and whites at each other's necks, hating each other. If you teach black people that white people are the enemy and have done all these horrible things, and you tell white people they have no pride, have no purpose, have no identity and respect for themselves, then guess what? These people can never be empowered and go forward. We live in the most powerful country in the world. We live in the most advanced nation in the entire world, economically, socially, politically. And we have a people that have been told that they should hate each other, that they should continuously remind each other that they are enemies.
Last I checked, white people was the one telling us that we had no history. Last I checked, it was white people telling us that we had no accomplishments. Last I checked, it was white people telling us we had no pride. Last I checked, it was white people telling us we had no civilization. I'm just saying last I checked. So Black History was created, Negro History Week was created so we could have access to our information, right? But to him, the ignorant, it was created to make white people feel bad. Not because white people were intentionally erasing us from our own accomplishments for what we did in this country that we helped build our country. They were telling us that we had nothing, that we did nothing. They were the ones telling us that. And then this nigga over here is coming out saying that Black history is talking down on white people because we tell the truth. So we tell the truth of a mob of white people mobbing some Black people just for being Black. That's talking down on white people. But it's okay. It's okay to talk about the bad of Black people. And somebody like him, that's the majority of Black people, including him, his daddy, and his mama. Because remember, he say most of us live in the projects, including him, his daddy, and his mama. And he got the American flag behind him as if America really cares about him. America will lynch him as well. America don't care for him as well. Good boy. Good boy. You've shown who you are. You've shown that you have no spine. You've shown that you willing to live on your knees. You've shown that. Good boy. Now what? Because the most you get some views, you get some white money. But other than that, what you get? If you make it to 70 years old, you have nothing to show for this.
Black History Month is for the political elite, Black and white, to profit off of Black pain and to make whites weaker. That's it. To make people more consumers, to make people more docile, and never have them actually taking power into their own hands and carrying themselves forward properly, carrying themselves in a respectable manner. Black History Month is about suppression of everybody, not just Black people, not just white people, but Americans as a whole. We should abolish Black History Month, get rid of it, and establish a month where we as Americans champion our excellence, our unity, not our diversity, which is a cancer, but our collective unity, and the common purpose and the common ideals and the common focus that we have in securing this nation and progressing it as far as we can. That's what matters at the end of the day. Maintaining the civilizational state, these United States, that's what matters. Not this crying about fucking somebody got their ass whooped in Selma. And look what you niggas are doing today. You're tearing up Walmart all in the name of doing what? Social justice? Abolish Black History Month and do better, niggas.
Now, it's funny because these are the people, these are the Black men, the conservative Black men who like to call liberal Black men soft. And a lot of these liberal Black men do be acting soft. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of these liberal Black men do be acting soft. But these are the men who really, really, really like to act like their manhood is on a whole nother level. Hold on. These are people who act like their manhood is on a whole nother level, right? Like they are really representing what they call God, man, in the country and stuff like that. You know, the white nationalist rhetoric, the white nationalist mindsets, right? And they really believe that they're representing that. He don't know how weak he looks, how soft he looks. He has no spine. He's a punk. Any Black man, he's a Black male, excuse me. Any Black male who's willing to rail against his own history, his own existence, his own story to make white people feel good, but you cool with white history. Like remember, no other group of people in America or in the world are told that their history should not be told. No other group of people in America are told that when you celebrate your history, when you study and learn your history, that it makes other people feel bad. Wow. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. We're going to point and laugh. And people like that, it's going to be, I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. So he speaks the way he does, and others will continue to do so until there's a proper price. You're right. It ain't no real price for them to pay. And, you know, the crumbs right now are more than the price for them to pay. But, you know, we're going to laugh at them. We know who's who. Uh-oh, they go fam B66. All right, so this next brother, this is Nate Fleming. And Nate Fleming is saying why he hates Black History Month from a biracial standpoint. Another emotional plea against Black history. But this is from a biracial standpoint. There's too many emotional men out here. Too many extra emotional men out here. Where are the men who wasn't so emotional? I'm not saying men can't have emotions, but dang, you led by them that much? Why then is it okay for a certain group of people to remember their history from World War? Hey man, you know, they always, if you're the group of people who your history is always under attack, that tells you something significant about your history. Once again, if you're the group of people whose history is always under attack, that means there's something good about that history. That means there's something good about you. But the problem is, until we understand it, learn it, apply it, it doesn't really matter. It's still all feelings at the end of the day if we don't do anything with that. But understanding, like, it's something significant about us and our history. So yeah. But let's get into it though. Please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. So once again, this is Nate Fleming, and Nate Fleming is telling us why he hates Black History Month from a mixed race standpoint.
Yes, I do hate Black History Month just as much as I hate the fact that there is a separate Black History Month. There's a couple of, the second one being more original than the first. The first one is when Freeman talks.
History Month you find
Ridiculous.
why?
You're going to relegate my history to a month?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on.
What do you do with yours? Which month is White History Month? No, come on, tell me.
Well, I'm Jewish.
Okay, which month is Jewish History Month?
There isn't one.
Oh, why not?
Yeah.
Do you want one?
No.
I don't either. I don't want a Black History Month. Black history is American history.
How are we going to get rid of racism?
Stop talking about it. I'm going to stop calling you a white man.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you to stop calling me a black man. I know you as Mike Wallace. You know me as Morgan Freeman. You understand what
What's going on
I
right
this white guy named Mike Wallace. You know what I'm saying?
Black History Month.
There doesn't need to be a separation of Black history and white history.
Shut up. So first of all, shut up, Morgan Freeman. First, let's start there. Shut up, Morgan Freeman. Hold on, let me make myself big for this. I want to go ahead and let's dead this Morgan Freeman stuff right now. I don't give a damn about what Morgan Freeman is saying. Morgan Freeman is an actor. Morgan Freeman is not no authority on nothing historical outside of acting. Who cares about what Morgan Freeman says? Who cares about what he thinks? Who cares about his ideologies? He's wrong. So you telling me that, let's say, breast cancer, if we stop talking about breast cancer, it'll go away? Because they got a whole month for breast cancer awareness. So if we stop talking about breast cancer, will breast cancer go away? What's going on, Eddie, my brother? I'm just saying, if we stop talking about crime, will crime stop? If we stop talking about Trump, will he just go away? There's no logic in what Morgan Freeman is saying. Once again, a lot of these pleas are emotional pleas. Morgan Freeman is an actor. Who cares about his opinion? And the fact that this dude put that in this clip lets you know we can't even take him serious. I don't give a damn about no Morgan Freeman. Go make a movie. That's what you do. How about this? How about we don't pay attention to your movies? The same way you feel about Black history. You're right, breast cancer is real. And that's why we pay attention to it. Just like racism is real. That's why we pay attention to it. It's exactly why we pay attention to it, because it's real. You get the analogy because it's real. But let's ignore it and watch it go away. Let's see if it actually goes away if we ignore it. So, but yeah. Let's let this idiotic stuff continue. You say White History Month is a given. It is taught, practiced, and participated on a day-by-day basis. It's American history. You're right. It's baked into the fabric of America. Come on, man. Right. Black history is American history, and we're gonna celebrate us. But listen to this dude. Listen to him.
It's just history. Teach it as such. It's just history. There is no separation, denigration, change, anything like that. The reason why I hate it goes back a little deeper. In second grade, I was called the N-word. First by my cousin and then by someone down the street.
Take a ticket.
Not long after that, I was told I wasn't Black.
Take a ticket.
By a group of kids who were upset that they couldn't come into a party that was designated for freshmen when they were higher class, sophomore, junior, senior. I was then told in a conversation that I wasn't Black by someone close to me.
Take a ticket and get in line.
I've been told countless times by people who've met me, friends through the years, that I wasn't Black.
Take a ticket and get in line.
I've been told I wasn't white a lot as well. I've been told that I'm not either one of them. And for a lot of my life, I've been trying to fit into one of them. Just having...
Yeah, but you being told that you're not Black enough. You being told you're not white enough. Black people have had those experiences as well. Take a ticket and get in line. Tell us something we don't know. And he's coming from a mixed race standpoint. One drop rule is what goes in America. So it's like he's going to get a Black experience with a white look. But his deal is really more so with his parents than anything. His lack of being able to fit in. Well, brother, why don't you just celebrate American history? You're both Black and white. Why don't you just celebrate American history? Why don't you just say that? Why don't you just become comfortable with being both Black and white? You have a Black parent and a white parent. You are mixed race. It is okay to be mixed race. You don't have to choose a side. We're not going to be mad at you if you say I'm mixed race. Well, those of us who are intelligent. Now, if you are allowing unintelligent people to make you feel bad about being mixed race, that's a whole nother issue. But my brother, you're not like me. And it's okay. I got two Black parents. You got a Black parent and a white parent. It's okay. But that doesn't mean we don't celebrate our history because one of your parents is white. What that got to do with us? So do white people not celebrate their history because you got a white parent? Like, come on, man. Like, where your nuts at, man? Too many emotional ass dudes out here. He need to go have a conversation with his parents and stop attacking Black history. Go ask your Black parent why they had sex with your white parent. That's a question he have to have with his people. And y'all need to get together and you need to learn how to love yourself as who you are. But let's let him continue.
Someone accept me and pull me in. This is leading to why I hate Black History Month. It's not painting the actual picture of what Black history truly is. Black History Month, from what I've seen and how I've been taught, is made to homogenize the Black experience, where it is Black, all Black, everything.
Yes.
And it ignores the fact that it is...
Yes, you damn right. Yes. Yes. Black history is homogenized for the Black experience. Yes, yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's why we call it Black History, or it was originally called Negro History Week for the Negroes, or the Black people, the foundational Black Americans, people with Black American heritage, people who have the Black American experience, people who have Black American history. Yes. And then now he's about to go into mixed race people who are considered Black. Well, that's because of the one drop rule that was created by the white people. But yes, it is to celebrate Black people and Black people only. Yes. And the people, some of the people who he was here about to name, they are considered Black. They have the Black experience. They were treated, he gonna name Frederick Douglass. Frederick Douglass was a slave. It don't get blacker than that in America, being a slave. Frederick Douglass had a white parent and was still a slave because he had a Black parent. So come on.
It's not all Black. Just as white history isn't all white. I'm going to name a couple of figures from history. And according to how I was treated growing up, they are not Black. They are not white. But they are important Black history figures. And I was never taught this growing up. So I figured, why not introduce this to...
Take a ticket and get in line. Neither was we. We weren't taught it either. Stop. I said I wasn't go cuss today. Stop acting like... Y'all know what I want to say. Y'all know what I want to call them. We were not taught that either. So what?
People on YouTube and let them know, if you're in a position like me where you're of two different worlds, take the time to look a little deeper, because no one's going to tell you, because it doesn't fit a Black or white narrative. Booker T. Washington, not Black. Frederick Douglass, not Black. Eartha Kitt,
This man named Eartha Kitt. He ain't serious.
not Black.
You named Eartha Kitt.
Bob Marley, not Black. Barack Obama, not Black. The list.
And all of these people were treated like Black people. The world saw them as Black people. The world took a dump on them like they were fully Black. Remember, their phenotype is different from yours, my brother. Because he's talking like he's Black dad, white mom. That seems like his experience. We did a show on the interracial thing. He's talking like he Black dad, white mom. And we know Barack Obama's Black dad, white mom, but his phenotype is a lot different from the brother who was talking. So phenotypically, these people were seen to the world as Black people. Once again, Frederick Douglass was a slave. He was actually enslaved. That doesn't take away that they are mixed race. That doesn't erase that. They still mixed race. But the world didn't treat them as they were mixed race. And nobody tried to hide the fact that any of these people were mixed race. Nobody tried to hide that. You just didn't learn it from the people that you were taught from. But now the onus is on you to go learn it. He's crying foul. He's playing victim. You're a grown man. Go learn what you need to learn for yourself and stop blaming the history. I'm not mad at Black history because they didn't teach us this stuff. That made me want to go learn even more Black history. I don't get the victimization that's coming from him. He's acting as if Black history itself did something to him. No, it's the system of white supremacy and the way that they suppress the information that got you over here feeling the way you feel. But let's let them keep going.
It goes on. A lot of these historical figures that I've been taught my entire life that I'm nothing like because they are Black and I am not, they're actually more like me than I ever thought. That's why I hate Black History Month. It's not true. just as much as the other 11 months that ignore Black history also isn't true. Even using the term Black history and white history, it's just fucking history. It seems like we have an aversion to telling things like they actually are.
I mean, exactly. We do have an aversion to telling things exactly where they are. That's why the damn Black History Month exists. Because America has an aversion of telling things exactly the way they are, my brother. Because if America didn't have that aversion of telling things exactly the way they are, there would be no need for Black History Month. See, that we're trying to act like that there was no need for Black History Month. They're trying to act like Black people just woke up one day and said, we celebrating Black history no matter what. And like Black people made it a national holiday. Black people were celebrating Negro History Week for 50 years by ourselves, minding our business, until white people decided to make it a national holiday and make it a month. We were fine celebrating our history by ourselves. And for him, he's crazy. You're both Black and white. All you got to do is learn history, learn American history. You get both sides. Study both sides. But no, you have to feel like you Black. For Black history to be something that's relevant, for Black history to exist, for Black history to be something that's uplifting and empowering, he has to feel connected to it. And because he don't feel connected to it, nobody should celebrate it. That's a problem with your Black parent that had sex with your white parent. That's not our problem. That doesn't mean we don't get to learn about us because one of your parents had a lust for another race of people. You and your parents need to go sit down and have a conversation about why you feel the way you feel. You don't feel like you belong with Blacks. You don't feel like you belong with whites. That's a you problem. That's not a Black history problem. You need to go sit on somebody's couch and get you some therapy. But to attack Black history is crazy. Come on, man.
And I don't know why. I don't get who that serves or what that does. Because for me, I felt like I don't belong. And it turns out I'm actually more of history than I ever thought I could be.
Exactly.
Because I'm not so focused on making sure people know I'm Black.
Right. So go with that. Go with that. You're both Black and white. Learn history overall. Embrace both sides. You think Black people need you to consider yourself Black for us to see you in good light? We don't need that. You need that. Embrace both sides. Embrace the history of both Black and white, because that's your history. Embrace it. Come on. That's not hard. Nobody's asking you to choose a side. And if you let the words of a few ignorant people get you all tight in the pants about this, and it's making you hate Black history because you came across a few ignorant Black people and a few ignorant white people who didn't make you feel Black enough or white enough, that's not our problem. That's not Black history's problem. That's your problem.
Because you look at me and you make your own judgment. I don't give a fuck anymore. It turns out that Black history has a lot more white in it than we thought, and white history is just fought with Black history. They're the same thing. Both have bad parts and good parts. We are so often polarized between two things that we forget that most of life lives right here in the middle. These two, they're extremes. Black and white, extremes.
Who made it extreme?
Everything in the middle.
Who made it extreme?
That's where life is.
Who made it extreme?
So if you've made it this far, now you understand why I hate Black History Month.
Yeah, and it's a stupid ass reason.
It's up to you whether or not you think it's justified.
It's not justified. It's dumb as hell. It's extra emotional. Grow up. You need to become a man. You need to be a man. You need to be a man and deal with your internal issues that you got, your identity issues that you have. There's nothing to do with Black history. Your problem, sir, is not with Black history. Your problem is with your identity issue. You want to be Black. You want to be fully Black, but you're not. And because you're not, you got a problem with the history. You have a problem with Black people embracing our full Blackness. When you can embrace both Black and white history, there's nothing stopping you from doing it. I'm just saying, hey, don't pay Fam B no mind. Fam B ain't doing nothing but helping my algorithm. Don't pay Fam B no mind. This is sickening, man. This is sickening. As a man, come on, man. You got to present yourself to the world better than this, bro. Black history did nothing to you. Your identity issues is all the problems. But, you know, it is what it is. We got 144 people in the building. I appreciate y'all. Please hit that like button. As we hit this hour mark, please hit that like button. Man, it's wild. It's wild out here the way a lot of people project their insecurities. They project their feelings on everything else around them. And it's never them. It's never them that's the problem. It's everything else. Black people celebrating Blackness. Yes, a homogenized Blackness. Yes, Black people, American Black people celebrating our history. The blackity blackest of it. Yes, that's what we're doing. Yes, we're doing it. And we're going to continue to do it January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. But we're showing out in February because that's when Dr. Carter G. Woodson created Negro History Week, which was then adopted to Black History Month later. Because remember, once again, we was celebrating our history by ourselves, doing our own thing. And then it was co-opted by white folk and then made to what it is. And so these people have a problem with the whitewashed version of Black History Month that is promoted, commercialized, and all these things. But that's when our intelligence as adults is supposed to kick in, and we supposed to see through the facade and go learn the actual history for ourselves. Go to libraries, read books. Read books. J.A. Rogers, 100 amazing facts about the Negro. Read books. J.A. Rogers, world's greatest men of color. Read books. I'm just saying, like, just read books. You're going to learn the good, the bad, and the ugly about Black history. If you think learning Black history is just learning about slavery, I wonder if you can read. I wonder what you've been taught, what you've been reading. If you think Black history is only about talking down on white people, a lot of Black history ain't even focusing on white people. But if we have to tell the story, we have to tell the truth. Hey, you got to tell what white people did, right? And they did what they did. Green 1MR4W. I appreciate the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Look at all this money, homie. I got all this money, homie.
It's wild out here, man. It's wild out here. We can't celebrate ourselves because people gonna get in their feelings about it. But they don't get in their feelings about all the other stuff. All the other months. They do be outcries for attention and help. Man, like Leonard, a lot of these people need counseling. They need therapy. And they blame everything else. Hey man, so let's keep the party rolling, man. Let's keep the party rolling. We're getting into one of America's favorite sellouts, the Officer Tatum. And you know, one of the #1 knee livers, one of the #1 belly crawlers. And he's saying he refused to celebrate Black History Month. He said, Joseph, I'm actually a first-gen Black American. It saddens me when I see our people get happy with white spaces, corpse, doing performative actions and don't even know who invented it. Hey, but once again, that's a part of the programming. That's why we have to learn what happened to us. That's exactly why we have to learn what happened to us. That's why we got to study our history. That's why we should be embracing Black History Month, to study exactly what happened to us so we can reverse these things. Hey, Leonard, man, he a whole lame, man. Whole lame out here, man. Whole lame out here. You know what I'm saying? But it's like we must be adamant about studying our history. We must be adamant about learning who we are, what happened to us. We must be adamant about building upon truth. There's some of the history, some of the history is not going. History is not a feel-good subject. That's somebody, I saw the comment earlier. Somebody put up with Dr. Amos Wilson talking about getting away from the feel-good history. History is not a feel-good subject. History is not put out there to make you feel good about whatever. Now, if the outcome is you feeling good, then cool. But it's not a feel-good subject. It's to tell the truth of what happened. So, and then we come back and ask, what did we learn? What did we learn from history? And how can we apply what we learned? It's not meant to make you feel good. Yeah, Black History Month, you're right. Black history should be every day. But once again, that's why we have to dig into it so we can make it every day. That's why we have to embrace it. That's why we have to love it. That's why we have to study it. So we can make Black people celebrating Black people an everyday thing. Embracing the history. February is just the start. February is just a recharging month. Right. Learn it. Like nobody's stopping. Like I find history all the time. I find great stories all the time. I find good stories, bad stories, all stuff all the time. Just go look for the history. Just go look for it. If you go look for it, I guarantee you'll find it. Yep, you're right. Who's left entertainment, right? So let's get to Officer Tatum. Y'all please hit that like button as well.
That's right. I don't celebrate Black History Month. This video is brought to you by the Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store, get the merch link in the description section. Text Tatum to 53445 to get a discount code on the store and to be updated on all the stuff that I'm doing. We'll send you a text to make sure you are also informed when B Tatum is in your city or whatever the case may be. I know what to do. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies, I want to talk about the Black History Month, right? In our country, for some reason, we have a month, only a month, in the shortest month of the year, dedicated to Black history. Let me tell you this. I do not celebrate Black history. I quit celebrating Black history a long time ago. I do not celebrate it. Don't talk to me about it. I don't want to hear nothing about it.
They keep saying the shortest month of the year, like those 3 days really matter. Like people have been saying, we get the shortest month of the year, like those 2-3 days really matter. what extraordinary is going to happen on the 29th, 30th, or the 31st day? Like those 3 days really matter. Come on with that. Come on with the same old white supremacist talking points. Once again, I told you coming with these same old white supremacist talking points. Who cares about those 2-3 days? Nothing magical is gonna happen in those 2-3 days.
There ain't no such thing as Black history. Black history is American history. It's not that hard. For the people that support it and still think it's a thing, in my opinion, you are falling into a trap of isolating Black people and making it about race. You want there to be race. And
they made it about race when they relegated us from history. It's funny. The people who create racism, they cry foul about us pushing back against race or us recognizing that it exists and then send out their little pets and stuff like this. Like, we didn't create the concept of race. We didn't exclude our history. We didn't say, we wasn't the ones going out saying Black people made no contributions to civilization. We wasn't the ones going out saying that we didn't make nothing. We wasn't going out disparaging any other groups. White people did that. White people took the deliberate actions to basically dehumanize us and our existence in the world. And then this eunuch here has the gall to come out here trying to act like we're the ones who pushing the race narrative. Like we're the ones who pushing the race card. Like we created the racial categories. Like we created this mess. So, hey, because remember, we're supposed to continue not learning who we are while everybody else can learn who they are, because it's a problem. It's a continuation of race and racism if Black people learn who they are. Because we could call it all American history if the concept of race didn't exist, if America didn't continue race, if America didn't push it, if America didn't relegate or just like not even teach Black history, to go out and really tell us that he is a eunuch, to go out and just tell us that we did nothing, contributed nothing. Like, come on, really? It's our fault. All right, Tatum, get off your knees.
Problem that I see is that it's relegated to only 1 month. Only 1 month. We only get 1 month. The shortest month out of the year, we get 1 month. That don't make no sense. When you are talking about people who have made changes and great achievements in our history, add the Black people that were a part of that. It's that simple. When Black people weren't a part of that, you ain't got to talk about them. When Black people became a part of that, then talk about them.
Well, right. But the opposite has always happened in America. You dumbass. If it was just that simple, we wouldn't be here, fool. If that was happening, we wouldn't be here, fool. Is he stupid? He has to be playing. He can't be serious. He has to be playing. I hope this is an act. I hope he's not serious. Because if he's serious, then that's a further indictment on the American education system. He got to be playing, right? He can't be serious. Come on, man.
All the way up through slavery, because to be honest, there were wealthy Black men who were wealthy and successful during slavery.
So
some of them owned slaves.
So
Black people were property owners.
So,
and they could vote when white people couldn't before they ended the ability to vote, and it wasn't just about property rights or property ownership. The first legal slave owner in the United States of America was a black man, Anthony Johnson.
Right? Yeah.
He was well.
Yeah, we talk about all of that. We talk about all of that. We talk about all of that on this channel. We always talk about the sellouts like you. We talk about your ancestral sellouts. We talk about that. It's not hidden. It's not hidden history. Because when you tell history, well, when you truly tell history, you tell the good, the bad, and the ugly. We talk about all of that. But what does that have to do with us celebrating Black history? We talk about it all. I'm not getting this point, but
he had property. He owned slaves.
Yeah, Anthony Johnson.
Okay, so when we talk about slavery, if you want to talk,
chattel slavery in the United States exists because of a black man named Anthony Johnson, who was one of the earliest sellouts in America. Yes, but what does that have to do with us celebrating Black history? One black man within a system. He didn't create the system of white supremacy. He was able to take advantage of some of the loopholes within the system. 3,000 black people who owned slaves within the system of white supremacy. There was no black system. There was no system of black supremacy. Come on, man. But yeah, we know about all that. You ain't teaching us nothing new. We know about the sellouts. We teach that. Come with something new. Teach us something, Tatum. Teach us something.
Talk about people who were doing things during slavery. You need to talk about everybody. Don't just talk about white people like there weren't black people doing well in slavery. And, you know, when a lot of them, but there were black people that did well in slavery. All you got to do is look up your history. All the way through. Go to the inventions. The inventions of the stoplight.
Don't want white people.
The invention of automatic transmission. The inventions of all kinds of great stuff. Black people were a part of that too. George Washington Carver. He was a huge success in inventions. Probably one of the greatest inventors of all time. I would say at minimum, he's top 3 to ever live. When you talk about the practice of medicine and medical innovation, Ben Carson was a modern example. There's many more, but Ben Carson is a modern example of that. He's the only person in world history to separate conjoined twins at the head. I think that's right. Conjoined twins at the head. He separated them. Only one.
So what you saying?
In history. First one in history to ever do it. Ben Carson, a black man. Millionaire. You talk about entrepreneurship and success and Madam C.J. Walker. And I talk about some of these same people all the time. Madam C.J. Walker was a great example of that. She was an incredible example of entrepreneurship. First female millionaire out of any woman in the world.
She wasn't the first. She wasn't the first, but we ain't gonna get into that today. She wasn't the first. Around that time, it was at least like 5 other black women before her who were millionaires. But I'm trying to see what point he getting at. I don't know. This is like a small hate investing in Nazi Germany. You have no base. Who, me, Luke Mine? You talking about me?
I mean, not in the world, but in the United States of America. Out of any woman, any race. Madam C.J. Walker, early 1900s. I mean, you talk about in some of my favorites, you know, Frederick Douglass and Booker T. Washington and you know, you could say poets like Langston Hughes when you talk about poetry, Paul Laurence Dunbar. I mean, you can go down a list if you want to talk about certain subject matter.
Yeah.
Add everybody that contributed.
Luke, man, look. It's Officer Tatum. It's Officer Tatum, Luke, man. It's Officer Tatum, man. You got to remember, he wake up every morning, look in this mirror, and decide that he gonna stick his head up white people's butt every day. Every day he wake up and decide to live on his knees. Every day he wake up and decide that whiteness is his goal for life. Because for people like him, the idea is Black history is designed to denigrate white people. They want us to tell the truth, but they don't want us to tell the truth. Right? We're supposed to tell American history, but we're supposed to only tell the parts that make white people feel good about American history. So once again, this is why Black History Month or Negro History Week was created in the first place, because they only want to tell the parts of history that make them feel good. They crazy. They crazy. He's crazy. He a punk. He a sissy. He's a bitch. He done made me cuss. I said I wasn't gonna cuss. That's my one and only. But come on, man. Like, what? When he say they, I want them to be specific about who are they talking about that teaches history the way that they say is being taught. Like, who are you talking about specifically that teaches history like that? Who are you talking about specifically? Because our Black scholars, our real Black scholars, the ones that we respect, Dr. John Henry Clark will give Black people the business if they doing wrong. Dr. Ben will give Black people the business if they doing wrong. Dr. Claude Anderson to give Black people the business if they doing wrong. Like our scholars, and those are not just our scholars, but our scholars that we respect, Black people who are doing wrong, they get the business and they tell history, good, the bad, and the ugly. What are you talking about? Because they're talking about whitewashed versions of Black history that we get that come from the white power structure, the same power structure that they are defending. And then I've personally called out Black people who are rewriting our history, just like he just talked about Madam C.J. Walker. Well, no, Madam C.J. Walker was not the first. Annie Minerva Turnbull Malone came before Madam C.J. Walker. Look up the Poirot Institute. Sarah Breedlove was a student of the Poirot Institute. Sarah Breedlove learned everything she knew about the haircut industry from Annie Malone. If we're going to tell the history, let's tell it correct, my brother. But you would know that if you actually studied history and wasn't just repeating white supremacist talking points. Because if we're going to tell it, let's tell it. What's going on, FM, up in the building? Like, these people crazy. They crazy. They just be talking, and they be talking acting like they know what they be saying. And the craziest thing about it is books exist, the information exists. All you got to do is go look for it, but they know most people are brain dead. They know most people don't do critical thinking. They know most people not going to do research. They know most people are afraid of reading or afraid of thinking. Not over here. Don't bring your ass to this channel if you're afraid of thinking. You're going to get your feelings hurt over here on the shoulders of giants if you are afraid to think. You will get your feelings hurt. Come on, man. Be a man for once in your life and tell the truth. The people who don't tell the history right, those are the people who help support the system of white supremacy. Those are not the people who really give a damn about Black history being taught. And there are a lot of Black people that I've exposed on this channel, a lot of stories and stuff that I've exposed on this channel that even Black people have covered up. Because a certain narrative needs to be put out in a certain way to make certain people feel good about certain things. Nope, we're not doing that over here. We're going to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And if you don't like it, probably because you a bitch. It made me cuss twice.
And if you didn't contribute, you ain't going to be in it. But there's no reason in the world that we should be segregating ourselves in 2022.
Oh, Ty, you talking about Sarah Rector. You talking about Sarah Rector. That's who you're talking about in Oklahoma. Yeah, they just put out a movie about her, Sarah Rector. I put out a story about her a year or two ago, maybe 3 years ago. Yeah, Sarah Rector. Her story is on this channel. She was a millionaire before Madam C.J. Walker.
No way in the world. I want to hear about Black success all year round.
Go do it.
I don't want to just hear about Black success in the shortest month.
Ain't nobody stopping you, fool. Who's stopping you? Who's stopping you from hearing about Black success year round? Ain't nobody stopping you. Like, stop acting like that. In these modern times, nobody's stopping nobody from learning nothing. Oh, I bet you he know everything that's going on over there in Israel. I bet you he know everything that's going on over there in Palestine. I bet you he know everything that's going on with Charlie Kirk. I bet you he know everything that's going on with these white folk. Ain't nobody stopping him from learning all that stuff about these white folk. But then you want to act like somebody's making you be relegated to February to learn your Black history, man. Come on, man. Get off your knees, sucker. I'm gonna have to start talking like the 70s, man. So I don't curse. Get off your knees, you jive turkey.
The year. That's dumb to me. And that's why I don't celebrate it. Some of y'all may still celebrate it. Some people may disagree with me, and Brandon hate his own people. It's just I'm tired of us being less than. I'm tired of us viewing ourselves as less than. I'm tired of us claiming we want to be included. We want to have a right in this country, yet we're dividing ourselves on our own. It's just crazy to me.
No, we're not.
A person that's biracial, I'm black. No, why you going to be black? And then when the struggle hit, oh, I'm a black man in this country. No, you're not. You're biracial. You're just as black as you are white.
I agree.
Society look at me. Society don't care about you. You look at you like that.
No, society. And all society is gonna make to stop that. Stop being disingenuous in the last part of that. All right, come on, man. We know how the West works. We know how America works. We know how white supremacy works. We know how all that stuff works. Black history does not create victim mindsets for nobody. It tells us what actually happened. If you got a problem with the story being told correctly, that's because the people you're trying to defend did some messed up stuff.
These other people that can benefit from your race being black are going to look at you like that. It bothers me, ladies and gentlemen. It bothers me. I'm over the victimhood mentality.
You on your knees.
I'm over being less than.
You on your knees. That's what it is.
I'm over. Look at the systemic boogeyman is trying to get me. I'm over that. It is over. These people are still life support. They about to pull the plug. Our country trying to pull the plug on all of this racial discrimination and all this stuff. And they just doing CPR, trying to hook them up to the AED.
That's the sound of an American oil company hard at work. Want to be a part of it? Listen up.
Hello.
Racism, come on back to life, man. Come on back. You got it, man. Come on, man. Wake up, dog. Wake up, dog. No, racism is done.
If you are mad at the bad stuff that got to be exposed about white people and learning Black history, if you mad at that, there's nothing you can do about it. White people shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have done it. Don't do nothing you're going to be ashamed about. Nobody made white people do that. You did it. This is the reality of it. Nobody's going to water, just like he said earlier, tell the truth. So we're going to tell the truth. We're going to tell the truth. If we're going to tell the whole story, we're going to tell the whole story. Which means we got to talk about all the horrible things that white people did to Black people in this country. Yes, that's what that means. That's what that means, dude. You eunuch. That's what that means. We know you love white people. We know he loves white people. His loyalty and his allegiance is down with everything white. His wife is white, all that stuff. He cried. This the same man who cried when Charlie Kirk was taken out. This the same man who said he won't cry for his wife, but he cried for a white boy. He lives on his knees, crawls around on his belly. No, he won't tell them small hats to get over that. He won't. He won't say nothing to any other group of people, but he'll say something to us. Because the thing is, his proximity to whiteness gives him, it emboldens him. But white people done already told him that when they build, if they ever build their all-white utopia, they told him to his face that he's not welcome. They told him, they told the Hodge twins, they told all them, Myra and all them, all the normal slurpers, because they're slurpers, all the normal slurpers, they've already told the slurpers that they're not welcome in the all-white utopia, and they still on their knees slurping with no hands. Come on now. And he calls himself a man, and a man of God too. You know, they like to go up under that banner like, I'm doing this for God. You know, I'm a godly person. No, you not. No, you not. You a eunuch. You a slurper. You a punk. You have no spine. You a slave. This is a dude who, if slavery was going along, he would sign up to be a part of it just to be close to the white man.
Most people don't care. A few knuckleheads somewhere running around scratching each other's butt in a cornfield. It's not the expression of what America is. And if people don't like you because of the color of your skin, they can't do nothing about it. And if they do something about it in the United States of America, there are laws against that. You can sue people. It's called aggravated charges. When somebody does something against you and they do it because you're racist, it's called a hate crime.
Oh, you mean the stuff that white people do? You mean the stuff that white people do? Because they wasn't called hate crimes because of what we do to people. They call hate crimes because of what white people do to people. But okay. Thank you to Green 1MR4W for the $5 super sticker. I appreciate your support. It is greatly appreciated.
Look at all this money, homie. I got all this money, homie.
Shut up, Tatum. Shut up.
What world are we living in that we still think we're living, I don't know, in the 1800s?
G Money, you said, is your thumbnail guest name Marcus? Now, I don't have a guest, but I don't know who Marcus is. I don't remember the names of the first two dudes. I have to go back after this. I'll let you know the names of the other two dudes, not two videos. I don't remember the names of the people. I just remember his name. I done forgot their name just that quick.
I don't know why we still live like this. I forget his name, but the famous actor, and they asked him about Black History Month, and they asked him about race in America. He said, just stop talking about it.
See, here we go with this. Here we go with this again. And remember, one Negroism. I'm coining this term, one Negroism. So if you hear anybody else saying one Negroism, remember they got it from me. One Negroism is all you need is one Negro that white people like to agree with something. And then it got to be true. Because Morgan Freeman, remember, Morgan Freeman is an authority on race, racism, history, and all these things. Morgan Freeman is. Because remember, whenever you have an issue, whenever you have a problem in America, if you stop talking about it, it goes away. So if somebody's robbing you, you stop talking about it and they're going to stop robbing you. If somebody have medical ailments, stop talking about it and they're going to go away. Right? If somebody has economic issues, stop talking about it. It's going to go away. Hey, if you can't pay your rent, and you're going to be out on the street, stop talking about it and your rent going to get paid and you're not going to be out on the street. Because that's how you solve problems, is to stop talking about it. Because Morgan Freeman said so. And we know how much of a philosopher Morgan Freeman is. Hey, Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that time Morgan Freeman solved those problems for that group of people? Me neither. Y'all remember that other time Morgan Freeman solved those problems for those group of people? Damn, me neither. Y'all remember that time those people got tangible outcomes because of Morgan Freeman? Damn, me neither. So Morgan Freeman is just another Negro talking because he want white people to like him. Just stop talking about it. Racism isn't a problem if you just stop talking about it. I got you. So anytime Morgan Freeman is in the movie, I'm gonna stop talking about it because the problem gonna go away.
That's how it goes away if you just stop talking about it.
See? Stop.
And I would argue that black and white people work incredibly well together, except for the people that don't want to work together. But for the most part, black and white people work together. Look at the music industry. You know, white people own the record labels that black people are on. Some black people own record labels that manage white artists. You know, it goes back and forth. NBA teams, maybe a white owner, but the whole team is black people making hundreds of millions of dollars.
It's called a labor class. White people can get along with their labor, but white people can't get along with anybody who they feel would challenge their position, challenge their power, challenge their authority. Yeah, white people can get along enough for their labor, with their labor, but just still gonna treat you like labor. Come on, man.
Come on, bro. Colin Kaepernick take a knee for the black man, then go work for Nike owned by a white man.
Yeah, Colin Kaepernick was some bull.
The Revolt Summit, the biggest summit for black men in America. The biggest donor or sponsor was AT&T, owned by a white man. Come on, they making this up. They lying to y'all. They lying to you. They get in that closet. I mean, they come out the closet and say, "Oh man, we just do the black only, black businesses, black love, black joy, black," and they working with white people all the time to be successful. But they only
well. If we actually study black. Hello. Let me fix this. All right. But I mean, you know, if we study black history, we'll see that black people would be way further than we are now economically if white people didn't destroy what we built. If white people didn't work overtime to destroy what we built, we would be further along economically. But also, Negroes like him, he signed up to work for white people. Won't you be the example and do something different? He worked for white people. He worked for those racist right-wing white people. What is he talking about? But we would be further than we are economically if white people didn't work overtime to destroy what we had. But that goes back to understanding and studying your history. That's why us knowing our history is important. Black history is important. Study it, learn it. Damn what sellouts like him say, because it make white people feel bad. So they shouldn't have done what the hell they did. Of course you're gonna feel bad when somebody telling you about the crazy stuff you did. But if you don't want to feel bad, don't do bad stuff to people. Because we're just supposed to ignore everything that happened and just go along to get along, like him. Because he go home to his white wife and his mixed race kids, and he around these white people all the time. Remember, once again, it's the same grown black man who cried for a white dude that died. We know he's not a man. We know he's a eunuch. We know he slurps white people for a living. But then they like to get out here and go balls to the wall against Black History and Black History Month as if the history in the month have done anything to them. Man, come on, man. We're going to celebrate us. Marcella said, your grand uncle created anti-lock brakes at Ford Chicago plant. That's what's up. We're going to celebrate us, whether you like it or not. You knee liver, you belly crawler, you eunuch, you slurper. And yes, in telling Black history, white folk feelings gonna be hurt. Shouldn't have done it. Your ancestors shouldn't have done it. Nobody told them, nobody made them be racist. But we're supposed to hide that. And we're supposed to overlook it and forget about it. Just forget about it and just move on. Because we're supposed to live in harmony in a utopia, but don't heal any of the wounds. Don't right any wrongs, just overcome it. Hey man, hey, because like Officer Tatum, white people give me money to be a sellout. Look at how I'm living. I get to be around white people who pat me on my head every day. They take me out back, make sure I use the bathroom. They put my food in a dish and put my water in the dish and just let me eat and drink. And my only job is to go out and talk bad about Black people. They even give me a white woman to marry. All right, bro.
Only do that in the closet. They present to you, oh, I'm supporting my brothers and sisters. I'll do something to one Black man. And you go look at they partner with a white man to do this, which is nothing wrong with it. But why you lying? Why you got the little peasants out here arguing with each other when the people at the top are working together and making money and they ain't even thinking about this? They tell you they thinking about. They not thinking about this. Think about this. Black Lives Matter. Let's talk about Black Lives Matter for just a second. Patrice Cullors, she was I guess the head of Black Lives Matter, one of the founders. She recently resigned. But what was she doing? She was buying real estate.
She was Patrice Cullors and those Black Lives Matter organization was another white supremacist funded, white supremacist front organization to disrupt what Black people have going on and to funnel money out of the community. They was working with white folk. White people was at the root of that. They found other sellout Black folk like yourself, Officer Tatum, to do stuff like that. I bet you would know Patrice Cullors' character very well.
Her real estate portfolio was 100% in the white neighborhood.
I'll bet you did. No, winter is one of the best times to care for your trees. Here's why. When spring arrives,
the leader of Black Lives Matter don't believe Black real estate matter. All her money, resources, and taxes that she pay on that.
But you see what they do, though. You see the trick that they do. You can have one Black person do something horrible, and now we got to throw away Black History Month. But if a white person does something horrible, then this same dude will go out of his way to make excuses as to why that white person did that and how that does not affect the whole of white people. But Patrice Cullors and Black Lives Matter, that affects the image, likeness, and the movement, and not only all Black people, but we shouldn't celebrate Black History Month because of her. But when white people do something, it's the individual. It doesn't affect the group. But when Black people does it, it affects the group from him, and he's a Black man. What's going on, Ricardo? These shine bones, these bootlickers in here tripping, man. And that's the thing, that's the trick that they like to pull. When white people do something, you separate the person from the group. When Black people do something, it's all Black people. And then we can't even celebrate our history no more. White people can celebrate their history no matter what happens, but Black people, nah, because you know us.
House is in the white neighborhood. They up here lying to y'all. What? Think about this. Let's just put this together. After Barack Obama, 98% or 92% of black people voted in the federal election for the president of the United States, who did they vote for? A black person? No, they didn't. They voted for a white woman called Hillary Clinton.
Why?
Her name Hillary Clinton.
Why did they vote for her?
Oh, in the next year. Who they vote for?
No. Let's don't skip past. Why did they vote for her? Did they vote for her because she was white or because she was the Democratic nominee? Because we all know that for black people, it doesn't matter if they black or white. It's whoever's the Democratic nominee. They didn't vote for her because she was white. They voted for her because she was Democrat. What are you getting at? If you're going to tell it right. Oh, man, you know, Dion, when he get around white people, he get on his knees and get in a position, open his mouth and get ready. And he asked them hands or no hands. That's the type he is.
They vote for a white racist named Joe Biden.
Because he was Democrat. Because he was Democrat. Not because he was white, because he was Democrat. Black people voting for anybody who's Democrat, which is foolish. But they're not voting for those people because they're white. They're voting for them because they're Democrat.
At like 80-some%, 90%. What are y'all talking about? The world is so racist that you elect a racist person. The world is so racist that y'all are steady electing white people. Ain't not one time the black people get together and say, nah, we ain't voting for nobody that ain't black. No, they know what to do. They gonna vote for the white people. They tell you the country is racist. They elect white people.
All right, that's enough for him. That's enough for him. Because I mean, I wish it was actual logic in what they were saying, but it's more so knee living, belly crawling stuff. And it's emotional. As I said from the beginning, these arguments are going to be emotional. Now, I've ran out of time. I don't have time to get to my last video because I got to get to my next thing in a little bit. But the arguments that he used. So the first video was who was this? Andre Williams. The dude Andre Williams talking about the real problem with Black history. And he came out the gate F Black history. And he's mad because Black history made white people feel bad. Then we had Nate Fleming, who's mad at Black history because he's mixed race and he want to identify as black people, as black, but he's not all the way black. So he don't like Black history because he feel like he don't fit in the Black history when all he have to do is embrace his both his black side and white side and study Black history and white history. But okay. Then we get to Officer Tatum, who he don't know what the hell his argument is. What's going on, Jordan? Nah, I know, man. I know it's all good. Please watch the replay. Please watch the replay. But I'm glad you're here. Please watch the replay. Then we get to Officer Tatum. Officer Tatum really don't have a real argument other than I love white people and white people, I hope y'all love me back. So I'm gonna say some stuff about Black history and just throw stuff around. So the one drop rule, it worked when it want to work. It go down when they want to go down. You know, people apply when they want to apply and all those things that like white people accept it when they want to accept the black people, all those things that, right? But my thing is, I don't understand once again why black people or Black history have to be attacked because people have these adverse feelings about their lives or because they want, I understand why Officer Tatum doing it because he want white people to love him. I understand why the first dude, the Andre Williams doing because he want white people to live. Those two dudes want white people to love them. But the mixed race dude, his argument is just crazy. World Chasers, I appreciate you for the $1 sticker, my brother. I appreciate you.
All this money, homie. I got all this money, homie.
In here. All right, we in here. So yeah, it's wild people's arguments because a lot of these arguments aren't grounded in anything factual, realistic, tangible, or something that is really detrimental to the whole. It's more so I feel. And last time I thought we were grown men. Yeah. I can have an issue with I got an issue with sellout black people, but that don't mean I hate black history. That don't mean I hate black people, because I got a problem with the sellouts. I got a problem with the Sambos. I got a problem with N-words. I really do. But that don't mean the whole group of us. Something wrong with all of us? No. But why do I understand that? Because I studied my history. I studied what happened to us. I studied the experience, the conditions, all of that. I studied the trauma. I studied it. And that's what happens when you study your history. I encourage everybody to embrace, study Black history. Love it. Love yourself. If anybody got a problem with you learning your history, so what? Tell them to call me. Tell them to call Joseph Ward. They got a problem with you studying your history. But at the end of the day, it's nothing they can do about it. If it makes them feel bad, hey, well, you probably shouldn't have done the things that you've done. You probably shouldn't support the things that you support. You probably shouldn't embrace the things that you embrace. I'm just saying, I am going to love me. I'm going to celebrate me. I'm going to scream it to the mountaintops, whether you like it or not. And they keep when they keep giving us the shortest month of the year, like those 3 days matter. Y'all telling me 3 days matter? 2 to 3 days really matter? 2 to 3 days really matter. Because we missing the 29, 30, and 31. All of a sudden, we got to throw the whole month of February away and the whole month of Black History away because of 2 to 3 days. Stop. Because think about it, they say they keep giving us the shortest day of the month. 2 to 3 days. So what? But why did Carter G. Woodson create Negro History Week in February? Go look it up. Go look it up. I got the answer right in front of me, but I ain't gonna tell you because I want you to go look it up. Go look up why Carter G. Woodson created Negro History Week in 1926. Go do that. Bright Phantom, I appreciate the Cash App. Hold on, let me pull up my phone. Let me open it up. Come on, thing. I just saw it come through. There we go. Bright Phantom, I appreciate the $10 super chat. Luke mine. Okay. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for the $10 super chat. I mean, for the $10 Cash App. Excuse me. For the $10 Cash App. Thank you, my brother Luke mine.
Look at all this money, homie. I got all this money, homie.
I appreciate you. Look, man. Love everything about yourself. Forget everybody else. Forget the rest. The whole purpose of us celebrating Black History Month is because they told us we were nothing. They told us we had no history. They told us we contributed to nothing. They told us we was sitting around waiting on white people to come save us. Remember, they told us slavery was a gift. They told us that it was God's purpose for us to be here, to be under the white man's control. Come on, man. I would like it moved to June because of Juneteenth. It's a shame so many Black Americans. Well, I wouldn't. So my pushback to that is, like, I'm from Tallahassee, Florida. So we don't necessarily celebrate Juneteenth in Tallahassee, Florida, because we celebrate May Day here, which is another part of Black history. So basically, what happened in Galveston, Texas, in Juneteenth, June 19th, it happened here in Tallahassee, Florida, a month earlier, May 20th of that same year. So we've always celebrated what we call May Day or Emancipation Day here in Tallahassee, Florida. And so if we get to doing that, then, it kind of get all bogged up and stuff because of what happened, because Juneteenth is specific to those people in Texas, just like the May Day would be specific to what happened to us in Tallahassee. But it's literally the same thing. Literally the same thing happened, but Juneteenth was made a federal holiday by white people. I would say just leave it where it's at and celebrate everything. You leave Black History Month where it's at, but celebrate everything in every month, and everything is a continuation of the celebration of Black history. Just continue to celebrate. That's what that would be me. And the only reason I say that, because like I say, what happened in Galveston, Texas for Juneteenth literally happened here in Tallahassee the month earlier at the Knott House here in Tallahassee. Then they went to the place that they call Lake Ella, and the Black people celebrated their emancipation, with why we call it Emancipation Day. And so every day, May 20th, which is my brother's birthday, everybody celebrate Emancipation Day. We plant the maypole, we do that stuff here. And so that's the only reason why I would say don't move the month, especially to June or something like that. Leave it where it's at, but continue to celebrate everything that has happened in whatever month, and everything is a continuation of the celebration of Black history, and just keep it going and keep it going and keep it going and keep it going and keep it going. And so I'm not saying you're wrong, and I'm not saying I'm right, but that would be my thought with that. But just continue to celebrate us. Just continue to celebrate. Just continue to celebrate Black history all year long, and just go. Because Dr. Carter G. Woodson gave us a great foundation to build upon. Just continue to build upon that foundation that Dr. Carter G. Woodson gave us, and forget everybody else's feelings. Take feelings out of it and just look at the logic behind it, and go ahead and celebrate us and our Blackness, and continue to plant these seeds and love ourselves. Because of course, others gonna have a problem with that. But you said I live in Denver, Colorado, and it's a challenge to get places to celebrate in February. No, I get it. But that's what I'm saying. Like, outside of those months, like, I don't go outside. I live in Florida, and I don't go outside in February because it'd be cold. So I'm with you. I ain't going outside. But in those months where it's not too cold, do all your Black history stuff. Because once again, we're not relegated to February. So do all those things in the months where you can do it outside. And if you inside, find other ways to do it and stuff. But we're not relegated to February. February is the foundational month that Dr. Carter G. Woodson gave us to build upon. So all these other months, because we don't need nobody's permission for us to do Black history celebrations. So just go do it. Go do it when it's favorable, when the weather's more favorable, all those things. Just go do it. If it's in the middle of May, do a Black history celebration in the middle of May. June, July, August, whatever. Do Black history celebrations then. Forget them trying to relegate us to only February. February is the launch pad, and we go through the rest of the year with that. So that's what I would say to that. Like, when the weather is more favorable, because I get you. I am not going outside when it's cold. I'm not doing that. But guess what? If it's good outside, I'm outside. We doing it, and we celebrating. So that's what I would say. The counter to that. Celebrate us all year. We're not relegated only to February. February was the foundation that we build upon. So with that being said, yes. Yes, it is. It's that launch pad. And I've always said that February is the month that we review our launch pad, and we go through the rest of the year celebrating ourselves. And if anybody don't like it, so what? We're just going to be louder. We're going to be louder and Blacker and prouder. And if somebody got a problem with that, we're going to get louder, even more louder, even more Blacker, and even more prouder. That's how we doing it, man. I love y'all. I love all y'all. I appreciate you all. Appreciate the support. I appreciate y'all tuning in on this good Saturday, this Black History Month. Let's celebrate ourselves every day, 365. Let's go ahead and do it. Remember, part of the solution is for us to wake up every day, put our best foot forward to be the best version of ourselves, going out, being good people, doing good things, making our community better, actually doing real things to get tangible outcomes. Real work isn't done here on YouTube. Real work is done in the real world. We come here, we talk, we fuel, we get ideas, and we take them into the real world, and we implement them in the real world. The real work starts in our everyday lives. What are we doing in our everyday lives to make our communities better? Because that is the work that is countering everything. We are at war against the system of white supremacy. And the question is, what is we going to do about it? So with that being said, I love you all. Happy Saturday. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. If you out here in these cold places, please be warm, but continue to push forward and be great. Love yourself. Damn what anybody else think. I love y'all. I see y'all Tuesday live again, Tuesday at 9 p.m. See y'all.